Okay, thank you. So, good morning. Welcome back. We are starting this session with concept of marketing. I believe you all aware of the concept of marketing. And a day before yesterday, one of my student who is in second year, he called me up and asked me, "Sir, we are planning to start a marketing society in Kurimal College. Would you like to, be a staff advisor of this particular society?" I said, "Why you want to start a society?" He said, "Sir, people had misperception regarding marketing. If it is selling, they perceive it's a marketing." So I asked him, "What is marketing then?" So he said that we want to learn. So can we start a marketing society? So I asked, will it be a solution? Will it be a kind of solution for you if you start a marketing? Will you be able to learn marketing? So he said, "I'm not sure, but we were, wanting to start a marketing society in college. We have other society, but that marketing society is missing." So I said, "Come with some justification, defend your proposal, then definitely I will help you." So, dear student, when we think of marketing, who comes in our mind? We have one person who is the father of marketing. His name is Philip Kotler. You go to any country on this earth, you think of marketing, who comes in your mind? It's Philip Kotler. Now, he has given four principles, four P's of marketing. And as far as services are concerned, it's a seven. Few people say it's a nine. But because of COVID 19, don't you think it's a right time to reframe four P's? Why we need to reframe four P's and what is the substitute, what is the alternative? This is a matter of discussion. So we are going to discuss something which generally people avoid, they hate, they don't want to discuss, and that is, can we redefine marketing? Because what Philip Kotler has written in his book, the environment, the perspective was Western country. What about Asia? What about India? We have very different kind of culture. We have very different kind of learning, different people, different system. So don't you think that to understand Indian culture, to make marketing strategy, uh, to take care of Indian perspective, don't you think we need different kind of strategy? That's why, if you remember, Kellogg's, they launched their product in 1995, and you all aware of basic product of Kellogg's. It's a cornflakes. And then when they launched it in 1995, it was a big failure. The reason was, they were very keen to know that what Indians eat in the breakfast,
Yeah,
right? And what happened? They observed that Indians eat lot of option we have in India. Sometime paratha, sometime other products. So they launched their product, and it was a big failure. It took them to understand really what is our culture, and after 5 year in year 2000, they changed their marketing strategy. So earlier they launched it as a substitute of your breakfast, but if you see Indian breakfast, I mean, what we want something very stuffed, because whole night you don't eat anything, so in the morning you break your fast. So you need lot of things to eat in the breakfast. Or sometime you might have noticed your parents, they don't take lunch, they take heavy breakfast, and at 6 7 o'clock they take dinner, so skip the lunch. So it was, I mean, something which they couldn't understand, but it took them 5 years to understand Indian culture. So what happened, they saw that in India, a lot of women, a lot of girls, they are becoming more educated. So once you become educated, what the first things comes in your life, first things comes in your mind, that you should take healthy products. You should be very healthy person. To become healthy person, what you need to do? So these company, multinational company, they describe different product in such a way which actually help you to become a healthy person. So they say that if you want to remain healthy, what you need to do, you need to eat this light food, less fat, lot of energy, lot of protein. So they targeted women, they targeted girls and told them that, hey, look, if you want to look beautiful, if you want to look, you see, there was a term earlier, thin. That thin has disappeared. Now it has become slim. So if you want to become slim, what you need to do, instead of going for butter, paratha, stuffed paratha with full of ghee, I mean, don't eat this. Now you have an alternative which will take care of your whole day need. Go for cornflakes. So it's very cumbersome, it's very complex to understand Indian culture. Here you can see in my slide one very different kind of, marketing definition I have mentioned here, which is, I don't know, link somewhere or define marketing philosophy, Philip Kotler philosophy or not. So here I have mentioned marketing is telling people why you have what they need and listening to what they care about. So read this particular phrase carefully. Marketing is telling people why you have what they need. So we have something what you need, and constantly consistently we are listening what you want, and we care for you, we care about you, don't worry about it. So if you have this kind of orientation, if you have this kind of philosophy, that means we are talking about Indian marketing philosophy. And as far as philosophy is concerned, I'm reading a lot of books on philosophy. All concept, all constructs, everything, it comes from Western. I haven't seen Indian philosophy as such except the Arthashastra Chanakya has mentioned. Right, so I'm studying that also. So that's why I thought, beside talking about Philip Kotler Western, perspective towards marketing, why not Indian perspective, Indian philosophy, Indian marketing system, which we can understand better than anyone else. And in future, I believe the Western country, they would be able to learn what is the Indian culture, what is the Indian marketing strategy, what is the Indian perspective, what is the Indian philosophy of marketing. So here it's very interesting. Marketing is a very interesting subject. Here you can see Cadbury Choco Cake. I don't know how many of you have seen this advertisement. And in advertisement, they mention Meetha Chupa Rustam. So before I go further, let me run this. I don't know whether you will be able to listen the voice, but I run this for you. Just hold for a minute. Then we will discuss our marketing. I hope you all are with me. If yes, please write yes in chat box. That will really help me to understand that you are listening what I'm talking about. Great. Yeah, everybody need to write Y in your chat box. It will really give me some confidence that you all are with me. I can see 70 participants right now. Great, everybody. And in the meantime, let me open that what I wanted to show you. Okay, great. Here, where we were here. Okay, here this is let me run it for you, then we will further discuss. Okay, great. Let me make big screen.
ओए, ये देख केक। पता है इसमें क्या है? कैडबरी। और तू ना बिल्कुल ये केक जैसा है, छुपा रुस्तम। सबके सामने मुझे भाव ही नहीं देता है, और जब कोई नहीं होता तब तो बहुत नॉटी होने वाला है।
ऐसा ही मीठा छुपा रुस्तम है कैडबरी का नया चोको बेक्स केक्स। दिखता है केक, है कैडबरी।
ओए, ये देख केक। पता है इसमें क्या है? कैडबरी। और तू ना बिल्कुल ये केक जैसा है, छुपा रुस्तम। सबके सामने मुझे भाव ही नहीं देता है, और जब कोई नहीं होता तब तो बहुत नॉटी होने वाला है।
ऐसा ही मीठा छुपा रुस्तम है कैडबरी का नया चोको बेक्स केक्स। दिखता है केक, है कैडबरी।
Okay, So I believe that you all have seen this advertisement, and you might have noticed in this particular advertisement that the elder brother, he is making a complaint to the younger brother that, hey, you are like a Chupa Rustam, you are like Cadbury which is inside the cake. So this whole advertisement, it's talking about some kind of relationship. It's showing some kind of relationship, and it's a complaint to the younger brother. And the younger brother is very, very, very young, very small kid. And so here they are saying that this cake will this cake has one ingredient, one product which is called Cadbury, and they haven't disclosed anything what is that Cadbury. So before we go further, let me see what is Cadbury for you according to this advertisement. Here they haven't mentioned as such the product inside the cake. They said only Cadbury, and Cadbury is a brand, and I don't know what is that inside the cake. So what is that inside the cake? Are they talking about the basic product, which is basically a chocolate, or some sweet, or they are talking about relationship? So when you see this advertisement, what comes in your mind? So in just one word, just a small one word, you need to define what is Cadbury here for you. And let me open chat box. Yeah, everybody need to reply in chat box. So everybody need to reply what is Cadbury for you. Yes, in chat box, everybody. Okay, so I got one reply that it's a chocolate. Okay, anything else? Because they are not talking about chocolate, they are talking about something else. So he's saying that more than a Cadbury, more than something, it's a beyond that. Oh, it's a brand. Oh, it's a cake. Great. Okay, go ahead, everybody. Let me see on the basis of this advertisement what it reflect on. It's a company name. Okay, Ridhi, thank you. It's a name. But inside the cake, they say it's a Cadbury. What does it mean? No, no, it's okay. You're talking about Shrees Jain. You are talking about popular. It's okay. Hidden pleasure. Thank you, Akash Puneet. Thank you very much. It's a hidden pleasure inside that. And that pleasure comes when you talk to your junior, when you talk to your younger brother. Hey, you are very smart. You don't look at me whenever mother is around. So he's making complaint. Oh, thank you, Vanisha. It's a relationship between brother. So it's a pleasure. It's a relationship. So whenever you see this kind of advertisement, what comes in your mind? More than a product, something else. Let me see what comes in your mind. And for that, kuch meetha ho jaye. Okay, so when you say it's a kuch meetha ho jaye, what comes in your relationship? What comes in your mind, Vedika Jain? Does it that do you feel let's have some celebration, or it reflect on happiness, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put here this in chat box this link. Everybody, you need to reply this. Open this link in your chat box, and you need to give your remarks. You give your reflection. Okay, Raj say it's a way to share the happiness with great. So everybody, I can see more than 70 participants right now. Everybody needs to click on this form and reply. And let me open this form. Let me see your reply. Everybody, great. Let me continue. I again Riddhi, you don't need to define the product, you need to define the relationship, right? Don't talk about Cadbury name, brand. Talk about the relationship they have developed in that particular advertisement, right? Okay, so here you can see, I hope you have received, everybody, this link. You need to reply on this link. And let me see how many of you have replied. So here is the link. Let me see the responses. I'm waiting for responses, everybody. You have a link. Click on a link and give me responses. Are you able to access the link, everybody? No? Link is there. I have given you a link. Click on a link. Okay, let me again put it. Now click again on this link. When you click on this link, you will get this form, I believe. Yes, this kind of link you will get, and here you need to put your answer and then submit it. So according to advertisement, what is Cadbury for you? Is it a relationship? Is it a celebration? Is it happiness? What it brings in your mind that it's Cadbury? Yeah, I got one reply. Okay, everybody needs to reply. It's an emotion. Thank you very much. It's a taste. Great. It reflects the sweet love in relationship. Oh, thank you very much. So nice of you. It's a happiness. Great, great. Everybody, bundle of joy and happiness. Great. It's the way of share happiness. Oh, so nice of you. Thank you very much. It's a relationship between the customer and the brand. Oh, it's an emotion. Oh, so nice of you. So there is another advertisement where one boy is protecting girls from sunlight and holding one what do you call umbrella, and when girls move ahead walking, he take care of that sunlight. So that is also reflecting on what, and they are taking that Cadbury chocolate, but they don't talk about Cadbury chocolate. They show some kind of relationship, they show some kind of emotion in terms of love, care, happiness, celebration. So I need everybody to reflect on. Only 14 responses I have got. I request you all, I can see 70 participants right now. Everybody needs to reply so that I can feel you all are with me. Everybody, go ahead, go ahead. It's a thing for enjoying our happiness. Mood changer, oh great. Joyness, it's a way of celebration with loved ones. Sign of love towards each other. Chocolate, which is bliss and blessing. Oh, so nice of you. Thank you very much. So you guys, now you can understand Indian culture. It's all about celebration. It's all about love. It's all about care. It's all about taking care of each and everyone. And especially during COVID, you might have realized that now people are talking about love, care, happiness, and togetherness. That we all are together now. So I request you all, please continue, reply, give me your reply, and then we'll continue. And here let me come back where we were. And so this is about Meetha Chupa Rustam Cadbury chocolate cake, and you all have given a different kind of reflection towards one advertisement, and that one advertisement is not saying anything about chocolate, but they are saying that Cadbury, as a chocolate company, they have created love, relationship, celebration, happiness. So more than a product, they are talking about some philosophical concepts. So before we go further, let me see if you all are with me. Say yes in your chat box, everybody. So it will really motivate me that you all are with me. Yeah, great. Everybody say write Y in your chat box. Everybody, because we have 68 participants right now. Great, everybody, thank you. Now, these are few, principles which reflect on Indian culture. What we need to do, the first principle of marketing, which somewhere reflect on redefining the marketing, it's plan your market. That means when you want to launch a product, when you think of a particular idea, concept, and you want to commercialize it, what you need to do, in vacuum, you cannot think of launching a product. In vacuum, you cannot commercialize a product. What you need to do, you need to listen to people, what they want. And there was an excellent example of Pepsi and Coca-Cola. It's about 1 century, more than 1 century back, in 1875, we used to have just one company. The company name was Pepsi. And Pepsi was so big. Sorry, it was Coca-Cola, not Pepsi. Coca-Cola was so big, it was like, one of the big company in US. On the other hand, there was a very, very small, tiny company. The company name was Pepsi. So suppose Coca-Cola is selling 1,100,000 bottles in a day. Pepsi used to sell 100 bottles in a day. So you can see the difference. On the one side, 100 bottles only. On the other side, 100,000, which is 1 lakh bottles. Big, big, big company, Coca-Cola. Now Pepsi, when you are small, when you are tiny, small company, you cannot afford to have big advertisement. You cannot, market your product. But when you are listening to people, when you are talking to people, what you need to do, you need to understand their needs. It's a basic, marketing. So what, there was a guy like you in the Pepsi who was from the Thankar Mahaviri Institute of Management and Technology, Muradabad. He was working at that time. It's a hypothetical, right? So he was working in Pepsi and he had something in his mind that one day he will beat Coca-Cola. But what to do? So Pepsi is so small, you cannot, tell people, hey, I am Pepsi, I am the competitor of Coca-Cola. Buy my products. Why people should buy your products? So what he did, he wanted to know whether people really like the taste of Coca-Cola or they like the taste of Pepsi. So for that, he took an initiative. He went to a mall in California, as LA, Los Angeles, and put some glasses of Coca-Cola and some glasses of Pepsi. And he didn't disclose in which glass he has put Coca-Cola and which glass he has given Pepsi. And requested over there people, please taste these two colas and tell me which one you like the most. Any guesses? Please tell me in your chat box. What would have happened at that time? Which cola people like on the day one? Yes, everybody. Let me see your reply. What is your feeling? What is your sense? Which cola out of two, Pepsi or Coca-Cola, people like the most on day one? Okay, so Hashifa Nusrat say might be Coca-Cola. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, everybody. So here people are replying that most of them, they like Coca-Cola, but Riddhi here say Pepsi. Okay, great, nice, nice, nice. Okay, Vanshika, Elena, Jenny Navas, Coca-Cola, Shoaib Malik, like Climax is might be Pepsi. Okay, Pratiksha Chaudhary, Pepsi, great. So at the end, in the evening, that boy who was from your institution, he collected data and saw that 80% people like the taste of Pepsi than Coca-Cola. But what to do? I mean, you know Pepsi taste, you know Coca-Cola taste, but you cannot tell people, hey, I made a survey and Pepsi is the taste of Pepsi is better than Coca-Cola. Nobody will believe you, nobody will trust you. So what you need to do? He wanted to make it sure that whether really people like my Pepsi taste So he made another kind of survey in San Francisco in one mall, and from it was fine Sunday morning, and he didn't disclose in which cup he has put Pepsi and which cup he's offering Coca-Cola. And at the end, he saw 85% like the Pepsi. But if he tell people that most of the people like the taste of Pepsi than Coca-Cola, people will not trust. So what he did, because nobody will believe what he says because he belonged to Pepsi, he invited editor of a one company, the editor of a newspaper, sorry. So newspaper editor, he came and he says, sir, I will make this survey. You see that what is the result. So he said, okay, I will come to you. And then they made a survey, and at the end, that boy saw that 78% like the taste of Pepsi. So what editor did, he put very small article in the newspaper that there was a survey in California yesterday, and out of 100 people, 78 people found the taste of Pepsi better than the Coca-Cola. Do you think people will bother about it? Let me see your reply. Do you think people should worry about it? Do you think people will go for Pepsi than Coca-Cola? Or there will be no change? If there is no change, write no in your chat box. If there would be any change, then write yes in your chat box. Everybody. Do you think people will move from Coca-Cola to Pepsi? People start believing in Pepsi, right? And they will start buying Pepsi. Everybody, please write in your chat box. So Ishwinder Kaur say yes. I mean, people will start buying Pepsi, and they will, because of just small column which came in just one newspaper, right? Okay. I don't think as people go according to their preference. Okay, few people, great. Okay, yes, Riddhi say yes. Okay, let me reframe my question. When you take your breakfast, there is a butter called Amul. It's in demand, good company, and another company make a survey, small company make a survey and say the taste of or the quality of my butter is better than Amul. So what would be your reply? Don't you think people will move from buying Amul butter to other butter? Will people buy other butter instead of buying Amul butter? No, Vedika say no. No, sir. Thank you, Vanisha, Anand. Same thing. It was Coca-Cola was like a Amul, and Pepsi was some very small company, right? So here Amul is best, and Coca-Cola was the best, right? So here Coca-Cola was like a Amul. Now you understand what I'm talking about. Now nobody bother about it. Why people should bother about this small survey? I'm not bothered about Pepsi, and it's a small write-up. So Pepsi, because the person was from your institute, the Thankar Mahavir Institute of Management and Technology, and you people are very intelligent. You people have courage to do a lot of work, and you wanted to compete with Coca-Cola. So what you did, you didn't stop this work. You made another survey, invited 2 or 3 editor of different newspaper, and informed them the result. Sir, you all were with us. You saw our result. Can you put small article in the newspaper? So these 3 editor in different newspaper, they wrote a story that there was a kind of survey. According to survey, the taste of Pepsi 85% people like than the Coca-Cola. Now tell me, will there be any change? Do you think people will move from Coca-Cola to Pepsi? Yes or no, everybody? Say why if yes, say no if and no. Great. Ishwanda, thank you. Shoaib, thank you. Pratiksha, thank you very much. Really, so nice of you, everybody. Amrit, Rishi, Pavitra, Raj, great, everybody. Everybody, please reply. I can believe that you all are with me. So there will be no change, believe me. In general, because it's very, very difficult to change our habits. We have learned, we have, evolve in a particular culture, evolve in a particular family. So we are very rigid. We don't want to change, and don't want to change because someone told us this until unless we experience something. Now, it was not a public of US, but what happened? There was a person who was working in a Coca-Cola, and he was like me. He was like Pushpender Kumar. He saw this advertisement in the newspaper, not advertisement, small kind of write up about Pepsi. And what I did, I took an initiative. And the initiative was that I purchased first front paper of all the newspaper and made a big, big advertisement. And on that advertisement, I mention, write down everybody. I can put here in chat box. C means D. I have put in chat box. And P means S. All newspaper in US front page, just these two lines. C means D and P means yes. P means S. Nothing else. Right? Now everybody was curious. And they said tomorrow we will let you know what do you mean by C means D, P means S. Can you mute your mic, everybody? Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic, everybody. Okay. So any guesses what is C here? C means Coca-Cola. Now you need to guess what is D. P means Pepsi. You need to guess what is the meaning of S. Everybody, this is your now 2 minutes. I take a break. You need to reply in your chat box. Any weird idea, any guesses you can give about D? Coca-Cola means D, and it came. This CD and PS came in Monday, and the Tuesday they had given a meaning of this CD. C means Coca-Cola. D you need to guess. Any guesses? D for what? And it is reflecting on Coca-Cola. Taste of Coca-Cola. Yes. Let me see how smart you people are. Okay, demand. Very good. Riddhi says it's a demand. Coca-Cola is in demand. Great. Dairy milk. Oh, Coca-Cola is dairy milk. Okay. Patiksha say Coca-Cola drink. Very good. Demand and supply. Okay, go ahead, everybody. Everybody needs to reply. Go ahead, everybody. Go fast. Go fast. You don't have much time. Go ahead. Go ahead, everybody. Society. Okay. Okay, S means society. Pepsi for society. Go ahead. Go ahead. Everybody. Disqualified. Selected. Okay. Vedika. Coca-Cola disqualified. And Pepsi selected. You want to say like this. And who launched this? Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola will say that Coca-Cola is disqualified and Pepsi selected. Go ahead, everybody. Okay, let me tell you. It was not because of public, the advertisement or anything else, but there was one gentleman who was the CEO of Coca-Cola. He saw that, and what he did, he bought all the front pages of all the major newspaper, and at front page he has mentioned Coca-Cola means delicious, and Pepsi means what? Last chance to all of you. S means what? Any idea? Okay. So I reply you. They wrote in that advertisement that Coca-Cola means delicious, so delicious you like it and you would like in future also. Pepsi means S means shit. So when American they see shit, so they didn't like this concept. See, because of it was not a main effort of Pepsi. Pepsi effort was okay, But what they did, they motivated Coca-Cola to reflect on Pepsi, what Pepsi did. So it was not an act, it was a reaction from Coca-Cola. So learn one thing, when you react, it is somewhere having negative connotation. So you should not act, but what you should do, I mean, you should not react ever. What you should do, you always act like Pepsi did. And that was the day people start disliking Coca-Cola. So what comes in the mind of public, what comes in the mind of people, it's very difficult to understand. But what you need to do, you need to make positive efforts towards your product, towards the society, so they take it positively. On the other hand, what Coca-Cola did, they reflected on the advertisement of a Pepsi, and they reacted, actually not acted. And because of this small effort, where Pepsi saw that we are the listening, we are at listening position, we are listening to you, we are listening to people, what they like, what they dislike. But Coca-Cola, what they did, they didn't listen the public and they reacted. This was in the history of cola biggest case study, right? Now let me go further because we have less time. Promotion, always be talking because it has become watchword. What you need to do when you talk about promotion, you need to talk about people, you need to talk about your product. And like in Japan, Honda, they have created such kind of culture in their own company. Each and every worker, each and every employee of Honda, they say, if you ask who are you, they say I am Honda. So you need to create such kind of culture in your organization that your organization, everybody, they talk about your company, they talk about your product, they talk about your brand. So I will discuss hub.com later, note down. And then what you need to do, whatever you are doing, it should have some purpose and you should be agile, you should be flexible. You should find out different, channel through which you can communicate to people. Now, this is the time. This is the time to reframe 4Ps. Why we need to reframe 4Ps? Because uh, it's not me who is, putting a lot of efforts on rephrasing 4Ps. Uh, in Harvard Business School, they wanted to reframe 4Ps. They said that we are fed up with 4Ps. Everybody is talking about 4Ps. Let's have some other, let us redefine marketing. Let us redefine 4Ps. That will really suit to the current, position of business activities, the current position of the culture existing in the whole world. Because when you think of 4Vs, it has one particular philosophy, it has particular concept, but now things has changed. It was introduced 25-30 years back, but do you think it's still relevant? So Harvard Business School took an initiative. It took them 5 years, my dear friends. And they conducted a survey, they conducted a research on 5,000 managers, and they finally came with SAVE framework, which is basically a redefining marketing. What is this SAVE? We're gonna discuss about it. So it's not me who took this initiative, believe me. It was an initiative of Harvard Business School, and it took them 5 years to, define the 4Ps. How did they define it and why there is a need? The traditional 4Ps model is narrow and outdated and is not strictly relevant in a modern business environment. So do you really feel that we need to reframe these marketing 4Ps? Say yes in your chat box. Or if you feel that I'm happy with 4Ps, I don't need to discuss it because Cadbury, I understand it's chocolate. I don't want to convert into happiness. I don't want to convert into care, love, emotion. No, I'm not interested in that. So now tell me in your chat box, do you feel there is need to redefine 4Ps in terms of SABE framework? Yes, if you want, no, if you know. Okay, Akash Punit ji say yes, Raj say yes, Pavitra say yes. Everybody needs to reply, then I will go further. Everybody, please tell me, do you feel really we need to redefine 4Ps? Vedika say yeah, Pratiksha say yeah, Devangi, great Sharda, yes, everybody, yes, everybody. So I got one reply. Shvinda say no, I should change. I will tell you at the end why we need to. Abdul say yeah, Alina say oh, Nudma say oh, great everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That means you all are with me. So here I have given a reason that things has changed. We have moved from offline to online, and now people like you don't want to visit shop, you buy online, and you buy product sometime because it's a prime day, because there is a huge sale online. So your way of buying, your way of thinking, your way of understanding goods and services, you understand better than anyone else. The reason is simple, you have option now. For example, when I was like you and I wanted to buy shoes, I used to have one option, Bata. Since my childhood, when I was a student from nursery to 12th and then college, I used to have one choice, Bata. And I remember my father, he wanted two-wheeler in 1980. So at that time there was a one option. Before that there was a two-wheeler called Lamreta. I don't know whether you people have seen Lamreta or not, big two-wheeler. Then the time came for LML Vespa. So LML Vespa, what they did, they say that we don't have sufficient number of two-wheeler scooters. What you need to do, if you want a two-wheeler, you need to wait, but you need to submit an application. With application, you need to deposit 500 rupees. And within 3, 4, 5 years, we will give you your two-wheeler and you need to pay the remaining amount. So my father in 1980 booked two-wheeler and deposited 500 rupees. So at that time, we were having very less number of products available, very less number of options available. And I tell you, after 5 years, when our turn came, we were not interested. So they say that, okay, we will give you your money back. Now today, if you want to buy a car, you have large number of options. Not only option, automobile companies are ready to redesign car as per your demand. They are ready to customize product as per your demand. They're ready to deliver product at your doorstep. So now, because of this all changes, don't you think it's a time to change or reframe 4Ps? So let us continue what we were talking about. Problem with 4Ps, now you can see. Overemphasize product, technology and quality. They say this is the technology, this is the quality. So now here one question arises. Who is the best doctor? You need to reflect on your checkbox, everybody. Who knows his medicine or who knows his patient? Tell me. Who is the best doctor according to you? Who knows his medicine or who knows his patient? Yeah, tell me in chat box. Can I have reply in your chat box, everybody? Please reply in your chat box and tell me who, according to you, who gonna be a best doctor? A doctor who knows his medicine or who knows his patient? Oh, I got a reply. Great. Thank you very much. Here you have reflected. Everybody, please reflect. If it's a patient. So now I remember long time back when I visited my doctor, he used to say, okay, this is the medicine, take and go, enjoy your life. Now, what do you need to do more than knowing your tablet or capsule or medicine? What you need to do, you need to understand the psychology of your patient. Let me reframe my question. Who is the good teacher? Who knows his subject or who knows his student better than the subject? Now tell me. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very much. I got your reply. Thank you very much. Thank you. So here I have seen, you know your, as a teacher, you know your subject. What is your duty? You need to understand your student. So here, now you understand what I'm talking about. If you know your product, it's fine. But more than that, if you know your technology, it's fine. But more than that, what you need to know, you need to understand your customer. And what we have done, we didn't we did not tell our customer the value of the product we are offering to our customer. We say it's only a basic product, but believe me, it's not a basic product. We are offering you what is called relationship. We are offering to you what is called love. We are offering to you what is called care. We are offering something which we cannot define in terms. You define what we are offering to you. So don't understate the necessity of explaining the value of the product. So it's not only the physical product, it has more than that. And generally what happens, we have promoted our product in such a way that you buy this product because there is a heavy discount. But these all products are going to resolve your problem. So you need to communicate in such a manner that we are here to resolve your problem. The problem may be that I don't think that I should attend today party because I don't feel I look smart. So they say, hey, what is the meaning of smartness? Is it that you are wearing good clothes or you are confident? So your reply would be, it's okay, whatever cloth I'm wearing, but I should be confident. So they say you would be confident. That confidence will come when you buy this particular brand because this brand is used by a particular celebrity. And that celebrity is very, very highly confident. So here you are linking yourself with particular celebrity. And but who is going to solve your problem? The problem would not be related with what you wear, but the problem would be somewhere a mind problem that you are not confident. So you need to communicate in such a way. So here we have this solution. The solution is SAVE framework. A solution focus approach is needed when it comes to marketing product. Today's customer have far more input. So you all see, what do you do when you buy a mobile phone or any other product? You check first on online, then visit a shop, then tell shop wala that hey, I saw this kind of variety, this kind of products are available online, and now you have an option. You saw everything, right? And what you want to do, who offer you, who give you a best offer, you go to them. And more than that, what you try to do, how do you select a movie? How do you select a product? It's not only because of advertisement, but your friends, your colleague, your parents, or sometime, for example, in my case, my children tell me that, okay, hey, this is the good product because they have developed a good image, not only a good image. If you have any issue with the product, they will come to your doorstep and will collect product. Like in US, there is a policy. You buy a shoes, use that shoes. If you are not happy for next 90 days, you can return back the shoes. They will not ask a simple question. I hope this is what you're you're having some kind of relationship. You don't feel that this shoes is fit on my leg, on my feet, or this shoes is not perfect as my personality. So you go and return it. So here, more than selling a product, what you are doing, you are developing a relationship with the customer. So I remember recently, I have been using SDFC credit card and I wanted to make some international transaction. So when I made this international transaction, they say that your card is disqualified to make an international transaction. So I said I have sufficient amount and I was never ever defaulted. Why they disqualified me from international transactions? So as they have sent me a reply that you're not eligible for international transaction. I got immediately within 2 minutes one call from SDFC, sir, you were making international call, but you already have blocked your credit card to make an international transaction. So I said, how to open it? He said that we are sending you a message on your WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, what you need to do, there are 4 steps which has been mentioned in that message. You follow that and automatically it would be open. So I said, really? So you don't need to call anyone. Everything is in your mobile phone. So you don't need to call people. You don't need to wait in a queue. Whenever you call customer care, you need to wait in a queue, and it really, you come in a discomfort position. So I received a message and all steps were there. I click on that and automatically it opened and made a transaction. And what come in my mind immediately, that I should use it to again requalify it, or to stop international transaction. Maybe someone may misuse it. So what I did, I read it again, make another kind of message, and it's a computer generated kind of relationship which they have used some kind of software. When you, so there's no human being over there who is replying to us. So this is what it gave you, some kind of confidence, it gave you some kind of motivation, that oh really, it's a good bank. I mean, they already have blocked my international transaction. Now it's everything in my hand. I can make or I can move like this. So here we have same framework, SAVE framework. I'm sorry, we have 4 minutes to go. Let me take 10 minutes more permission from the organizer. May I go ahead, madam and sir?
Sir, definitely, sir. The session is very entertaining. You can exceed, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So here, instead of a product, everybody note down, you're not offering a product. But what you are doing, you're offering a solution, right? Your product will solve a problem, because we all are in some kind of facing some kind of problem, some kind of issue. How do you resolve your problems? How you resolve their problems? So don't say that we have a product. So create your idea, create your product in such a manner that it would be offered like a solution. Instead of place, what you need to do, you need to access. Access means that products are accessible. That accessible at maybe at your doorstep, maybe on your fingertip, maybe when you think of some product, I mean you have an option. So these all products are accessible to you. Instead of price, uh, it's a kind of value proposition, not only a product. So when you think of a price, when you think of a discount, what comes in your mind? What value proposition they are offering to us? So instead of a price, it should be a value. When you buy a product which is costly, what comes in your mind? That costly product will have high quality. So when it's a costly product, they will not compromise with the quality. I remember a case of the company called, when you go to airport, they have store over there. They forgot the company name. Let me remind it. I mean, let me. The company name was. I'm sorry, I forget it. They make a ladies bag. The price of that bag start with 4 lakh rupees. Can you believe it? Minimum range of the ladies bag start with 4 lakh rupees. So people like me, we are very curious to see especially these kind of bags. So whenever I go to airport, I see these bags. Oh my God, 4 lakh start. This just begin from. So company, what they did. So what is your perception? You're gonna get a value of 4 lakh rupees. Just small bag you are buying, which cost you 4 lakh rupees. So that means the quality. I mean, you can't believe such kind of quality. More than a quality, it's a value. I mean, when you are holding this with that tag, with that particular, brand, people will look at you. Oh my God. I mean, such a bag. I know the price of this at 4 lakhs. Same thing with iPhone. A lot of students, a lot of teachers, a lot of people, they have iPhone. So when they use iPhone, it costs you 70,000, 80,000, and people like me who has a phone of rupees 5,000 rupees only. So when I compare myself with them, it's not in terms of price, in terms of value proposition. Value proposition means that this particular fit uh, or this particular product is according to my personality, my confidence, my lifestyle, right? And how do you live your life? That's very important. And if you want to really live your life, it's basically art. In philosophical term, it's a art. And for that, no matter what price you offer, but what value you get out of that, that is more than the price. So here, if you have a iPhone or that bag, ladies bag, it would be more than a price. It would be. So what that company did, so they realized that their cost, they have very limited buyer. So instead of making some other marketing strategy, they say that now we will sell our bag at rupees. So they came with other range, and that cost people 1 lakh rupees. Guess what? What happened? They were in a big loss. In financial year next year, they were in big loss. The reason was this: those who were buying it for 4 lakh rupees, they felt now they are the other people will be able to buy. So that means now this particular brand is not as per my personality, because everybody will be able to buy. And those who wanted to buy it for 1 lakh, they say that means earlier they were selling it for 4 lakhs, now they are selling it for 1 lakh. That means they have compromised with the quality. So nobody was ready to buy it at all. So here it's more than a value. And then instead of talking about promotion, go for education. Educate them that okay, this is not only a product, this is not only this, we have more than this. We are educating it in the sense how to use it, what to do with it, right? And how is it useful to you? So these all are very important things. Let me go ahead, but because we have very less time, I'm sorry for that. I wanted to discuss many things with you. Here you can see access rather than place. Uh, just give me 1 minute. Okay. I just read quickly. If you have any question, you can tell me. Access rather than place. Here the focus is on how accessible your company. Because what happens generally, company they say send us email or talk to us on our customer care, but we need someone who we can talk with. The exact location where someone can purchase your product is not so important, but what we need someone who can really come to us and who can really help us to resolve a particular problem. So in USA, what happened? If you come to any counter, especially a bank, they will not let you go until unless you say I'm satisfied. Here in India, what happens? You have a queue and people say, hey, do your work quickly because I am in the queue, and people don't want to stay in queue. But in some country, they say that you cannot go until unless you feel that you are satisfied. So I'm here, I'm accessible to you. And there is a policy in bank and restaurant that those who are serving you, those who are behind the counter, they are not supposed to sit. They don't have chair. They always would be in a standing position, because if you are in a standing position, you all are very active. So as an active person, as an active response, you should be accessible to anyone. Customer want to see that businesses care about customer feedback and are available if they need advice and support. So as a customer, if you stuck somewhere, you should immediately send a feedback, and they should communicate to you immediately and advise you that okay, because now a lot of products you are buying online, because for example, I was interested to buy one product online, that how to capture this video and put it on YouTube. So I call my student, and he has one company, so I will tell you that about its company name is Edivote. So he's working for that company. He's the founder person of that company. So I told him, see, hey, I want some software. He says that online you can buy it, will cost you 2,000 rupees only. He said, what is the name of that software? He said, it's ice cream. I said, ice cream is the name of software? He said, yes. And you're not supposed to go to any place. Their customer care is so strong. You just open their website and you can communicate with them, and they will help you. You can buy online and they will help you how to use it. So I was very happy, and it took me, believe me, it took me 1 hour, and I was confident I can run it. And I am, whatever we are discussing today, I am just saving it, recording it, and later on I will put on YouTube. So it's a value over price. Customer are drawn to value more than the price. That means that a lot of product you might have seen where people are not bothered about price. They want what value, what brand, what image you are offering to us, right? Education rather than promotion. Today business are in a good position to educate customers. So you should have a particular team who is ready to help you that it's not only, don't, okay, you buy our product, but I tell you that these are the problem, these are the issue, these are the things which you should learn before you use the product. So it's a more than buying a product, it's a relationship. And once you have created a trust, once you have developed a relationship like Amul has done, I mean, no matter what price they are offering you, what promotion they are offering you, you will not switch over your product, because Amul is Amul. You have trust, you believe. Even whenever you go to a restaurant, if they have mentioned they have been using Amul butter, you feel good. Oh, really, you are using Amul? So it gives you some kind of satisfaction, it gives you some kind of happiness, and that happiness actually end with trust. So what we need to do, we need to build a trust with our customer in such a way, like Ediwood, Do Furniture on rent.com, and Nati Nano has done. Just give me last 5 to 10 minutes, let me explain them. These all are the marketing strategy adopted by my student. They have these kind of startup. I start with Ediwood. So Akarshi Gupta, she was the student 3 years back, and she wanted to start a company. And when she started a company, she wanted to promote her products, her company brand. But she saw, if you put everything on internet or social media, it will cost you a lot. So she thought that only, I mean, if you have money, then you can promote your product. So she started a venture which is called Ediwood. They charge 90% less price than the YouTube or other channel, other online social media channel, 90% less cost. And inform everybody that, hey, if you really want to promote your product, come to Ediwood, we will charge 10% of the cost, other charges. And people were very happy that how you will do it. They said that we have created a such kind of software, and you wouldn't see, you wouldn't believe their growth rate is 400% every year. So you need to find out where is the gap, where is the niche. If you are able to see that gap, and if you are able to create that product, that will really help you. So Ediwood is owned by my student. She has taken this initiative. Then I approached one of my another student that I wanted to launch a particular website. She said that she has been creating a website and her company name is Do. I said, great name. She said that, I said, how much you will charge? She said that if you go to what you call good company, they will charge 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, but we charge only 9,000. I said, what is this? So she said, you go through our customer clients, and within last 4 months, they have more than 100 clients. I said, what is that? She said, it's not about price, but because we all are young person, we have a team, so people start trusting us. And those who are not able to afford a website, we told them that don't pay much, but we are here to, because we are all our young team, we are here to support you, we are here to help you with less cost, but with more impact. Then another student, his name is Neerab Jain. He was in Gurgaon, and in Gurgaon what happened, he saw that there's a huge demand of houses on rent. So a lot of youngster comes from different places, different state, different city to Gurgaon, Noida, Hyderabad, Bangalore, and these youngsters, they comes every year for job, and when they do some job, they need house on rent. So you get a house on rent, but what about furniture? So you need to buy a furniture. So he decided that, like, you take house on a rent, why not these people take furniture on rent? So he started this venture 4 years ago, and 6 months back I called him, where are you? He said, I'm in US. I said, what are you doing in US? So he said that I'm very successful in India. Now I have opened a branch in US also. So that is furnitureonrent.com. And finally, another student, his name is Nipun Jain. He started this venture because he was working for E&Y. He passed out from 2013. Why I'm telling this story? See, you don't need much money. You don't need promotional activities. But what you need to do, what these all people have done, They came out with a unique idea and develop a trust among people. It doesn't mean that if you charge a less, you will not offer a good quality product. You may, but more than that, you need to develop a relationship. You should be accessible, and more than a product, you are offering a value. And that value comes when you develop a relationship and you develop a trust. So same thing happened with the Nati Nino. They have now 6 branches in Delhi, and he started his business with barber shop, right? For a Jain family starting a bar shop, don't you think it's a kind of odd business? But sometime, and this was a barber shop not for people like you and me. He's observed one day that when you bring your kids for haircut, they make a lot of hue and cry. So he started this venture especially for kids up to 7-8 years, right? And this salon is very famous, got a lot of branches. So he continued with it for 1 year, and after 1 year, he stopped that salon business. Now he is in event management for kids celebration. Now what he did, he says, sir, whenever client comes to us, customer come to us, we show them everything. So they don't ask for price. They ask what value proposition you are offering. Once we have developed, we have offered some product to them, some service to them, then they become a referral to us because we have developed a relationship and a trust. So my dear student, this is the time. I wanted to discuss Ninja Card also, but I'm sorry we don't have much time. A Ninja Cart was very special, very close to my heart because one person who passed out from IIT Kanpur and who was worried because his mother, whenever she told him and go to a bhaji market, sabji market and bring fruits, vegetables, he used to bring fruits and vegetable at high cost, and these fruits and vegetables was not so fresh. So his mother was always complaining to him, hey, you don't know how to buy fruits and vegetable. So what he did, he spent 3 months in Anaj Mandi, like we have Ajadpur Anaj Mandi or Sabji Mandi. You will have some kind of Sabji Mandi nearby your area, maybe in Muradabad. Go and observe what kind of transactions, when they make a transaction. So what he did, he saw that in between there are a lot of agents. The fruits, vegetable comes from farmers to the wholesale Sabji Mandi, wholesale to retail, retail to the shopkeeper, and shopkeeper to customer. So in between there is a time gap, in between it's a cost. So what he did, he started a venture which is called ninjacart.com, buying directly from farmers, bring at Ninja Cart collection center and distribute to the shopkeeper. And it takes place within 6 to 8 hours during night time, when there is no traffic jam, no sunlight, and when you pick from farmers at 8 p.m. and bring it to the shopkeeper, retail shop by 5 o'clock early morning, fruits and vegetable would be fresh. And as you buy it from farmers, immediately you pay money to them and you give it to retailer, fresh fruits and vegetable, you charge him from them immediately. And when customer comes, the customer would be happy to pay premium because the products, the fruits and vegetable you are offering are very, very fresh. So these kind of, promotion activity, this kind of product, this kind of software, this kind of system, you need to create. Why I'm saying you need to create? Because Mahatma Gandhi have said, I am not against of mass production, but I want production by masses. So I urge all of you, those who are in this institution, because you would be doing your BB or master degree, that this is the right time to find out what kind of challenges, what kind of issue, what kind of problem generally people are facing, and join hand with your friends, with your colleague, and launch a product, start a company, go for startup, go for entrepreneurship. And with this small segment, with this small value proposition, with less price, you develop a relationship, you develop a trust, and then you will see your growth would be 400%, and then we will be able to help SAVE framework instead of 4-piece framework which was offered by Harvard Business School, right? So this is all about reframing, and these all activities are going on in last 2.5 years when this COVID-19 came. A lot of people, they have started this kind of small software. So marketing is not a big issue, let me tell you. It's not a very hard, you don't need much money. What you need, right people, uh, right places, and with that, trust. What we need to do, you provide such kind of services which will help you to develop a relationship, and finally relationship with the relationship, you will be able to develop trust. So thank you very much for your patience. Now it's a time for discussion because it was like a television. I was saying something, you all were listening, but I try my best with the help of chat box. I requested you all to say something so that we can interact with each other. Thank you very much. Now it's a time to